Hi everyone, thanks for joining our webinar session today. Before I start, I just want to let you know that this video will be shared in our YouTube channel. So if you are watching this in our YouTube channel, please like this video and then subscribe to the channel so you will get more tips on our sharing in the future, right? Because we'll be creating more and more contents like this to help everyone to learn more about property postings or even about Estate 123. Okay. So today, we're going to share about the topic, is quantity or quality more important for online property listing? Okay, so I have Laura here. So Laura is also our colleague that is working together with me on the Estate 123 website. Hi Laura.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
All right, good.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so let's start the discussion about this. So many times when we talk to our agents, friends, one questions that we always have is quantity or quality more important? So this is a common dilemma. I can say it's like almost everyone have the same question. It's like, should I do more property posting or should I spend more time to do a quality posting? So there's a few points that we want to share about this. Okay, so first is we can say is like at the moment, most of the users that we see, they are more like concentrating into quantity in property listing. Okay, so why do I say they are concentrating more into the quantity? It's because if we look at the property search or property listings that is available, actually not only in Estate 123, but in any free property website hosting site, we can see the same person, they can actually, they will normally post the same property in multiple postings. So meaning is like they have one property, but they actually create multiple listings on their same profile. So that is one of the way that they have been doing. And also we can see they create the same property, but they use a different description or maybe use the different title, but end of the day, it's still the same photo being used just to create multiple listings for that profile. And there are also ways where we see some of them creating multiple accounts, okay, because yes, it's a free website, so anyone can create as many accounts as they want. But there are users that are using this method where they create a few accounts and then they create the posting. And what happened is in each of the account that they have the same posting, same photo, same contact information. It's just maybe the name, they put it in a different way. Okay, and another one is actually the one that we actually don't really recommend is posting property that they are not even them selling. It's more because they just want to create something in their profile, hoping that they can get leads from there. So actually, this kind of methods that that we see is being used is something that we normally say don't do that, because by doing this, actually it will impact you as an agent. Okay, so does it really help or not by doing this? So we'll say no, no at all. It doesn't, because if you create postings like what we mentioned just now, it's actually one thing for sure is time consuming. You are using your time to do multiple posting, which end of the day it will affect yourself in your profile. You just imagine if you created your profile and then you have a few properties, but then because from this few property you duplicate it and you make it like you have 20 or 30 property posting, but in fact you only have 6 or 8 or even 10, but you duplicate so many. When you say is about human factor, it will affect your credibility, because you just imagine if someone browsing the website, or they use the search engine, Google, they search, and then yes, they come across your website, come across your content, and they notice it's like, how come I view this agent listing, right? As I go through, it's like it looks the same. So it will actually give impression to the prospect or the visitor, right? It's like, is this agent reliable or not? Because I see it's like he's having so many posting that doing in that way. Okay, so I know some of you might have the same condo project, but you have multiple units. Okay, so that one, yes, we can say it's actually multiple property. Okay, multiple listing. But if you look at it, it's like in the same condo, if you have different units, end of the day, photo will be different, right? Because some unit, let's say, is at the ground floor, some is at the first floor, 10th floor. You will have different views. You have different how to say, maybe a certain angle is a bit different. So end of the day is still a different listing. If the title is the same, let's say you're talking about a condo. If you're posting a condo in let's say Metropolitan Square, so you are managing 10 units there. So one way is you can create 10 postings, but make sure the profile there, or maybe even the title, right? You can mention like, okay, this is the 5th floor unit in Metropolitan Square. So you specify the different units that you're managing. Or if you want to save time and you don't want to create so many listings for that, you can actually create one posting, but then in the description you can say, okay, these are the different units that I manage. So this way you can do multiple, or if you want to save time, you can do one. Okay. And when we come to talk about search engine factor, for search engine, they will consider this as a very spammy method, because when they see nowadays Google, they have improved their search engine so much that they will try to eliminate all the posting or listings that they see is spammy. So spammy, I mean, it's like they can see the way that the photo is used and also the description is somehow similar, because Google nowadays, the engine is so powerful that even the images, they can see what's inside the image, right? That's why sometimes you see when we are doing those validation, right? They also show some photos. They ask you, can you choose the image which have a car? So there's some algorithm behind that. So if let's say you have a posting where you use all the same photos, so somehow for the search engine, they will consider this as spammy. And end of the day, it will affect you, because you might be wondering, how come I got so many posting? I posted 50, hundreds listing, but then end of the day, I don't see any of my listing appearing in the search engine. Or maybe it's the website is not good enough, so it's not appearing. So sometimes it's not because of that. Sometimes it's because the search engine now is so smart that if they see certain things is so spammy, they will not list the result out. Okay. So instead of doing like what I mentioned to increase your quantity, what you should do is you should post in multiple websites. So what do I mean in multiple websites is go to any property listing website, free or paid, it doesn't matter. You just go for all that is available. So yes, we are from Estate 123, so we're supposed to ask all our users just come to Estate 123, but because we want to help you to make sure that you will get noticed. So yes, you come to Estate 123, you go to any other websites, as long as there's available, you can do that. You can create a posting. But same thing, any website that you go, just do one posting per property. Don't do duplicate. Don't think that, okay, in Estate I do 50 listing, another website I do 50. So thinking that I've gone to so many websites, I got so many properties, and I hope that I can be seen in the search engine. So it won't work that way. Okay, so go to multiple websites, post, but still doing, like, if let's say you're considering, if you're going for the paid site, you are paying for the number of posting that you do. So you also will control how many properties you post there, right? So same goes to what you do there. Okay. Reach out to multiple channels. So not only on the listing site. So what I mean by multiple channels is like what we have been sharing in all our webinars. We talk about going into all the social media like Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube, because after search engine, YouTube is the second most search so-called search engine that people is using now. So YouTube, go for that. Okay, create content there. And also one of the tips that I shared in some of my previous video webinar is going for TikTok. So later I'm just going to share a bit detail on that. Okay, and spend time to increase the quantity of channels to reaching out. Okay, spend time to increase the quality in the channel. Okay, not the quantity. So even now, okay, you have your listings in all the other websites. You created your Facebook page. You created your YouTube channel. So spend time to create quality content there. Okay, so make sure it's you do it when you do the how to say the postings or listings there, do it with quality. Okay, so that's why we say quality is actually the key. It's not quantity. Okay, so how do we consider listing got quality? So spend time to plan the. Okay, so I put the it's like a lot because you have to spend time to plan the content. You have to spend time to plan the photo. Even the photos, you have to make sure that it's nicely taken. It's not just like, okay, you go there and snap and snap and snap. So plan the photo, even the photo, right? Snap videos, capture video of the property. You can even do a walkthrough video. Nowadays, we see a lot of people start using, use your camera, just do the back and then talk as you record the video. You can explain in the video and then upload to the YouTube channel and share. Okay, because like in Estate 123, we shared previously that we do have a section where you can share your video. So as long as you have uploaded the video in YouTube, you can share the video in your property posting there. So anyone that is viewing the property listing, they also can see the video. So actually, when you do a video, it actually helps a lot, especially when you are talking about people nowadays. When they are searching for something, they will use the search engine. They will use YouTube to search. Okay, when they use the YouTube, why they use that? It's because YouTube is something that they can help them to visualize something even better compared to just look at the photos. Okay, so create a video when you're there, especially if you have chance to go to the new unit, or even if you are at the the new those unit that you are the tenant is occupying, that you want to take some video. So you try to make arrangement with them to take the video. Okay, good quality photo, and then do keyword research on property using Google. Okay, so when I say keyword research, how do we do that? If we look back in how people is using Google, if you use Google from the desktop, even when you're using on the computer, right? What you notice is when you try to search for something on any keyword, as you type, you can see the Google search result. They will show you suggestion, right? Like, okay, what is the keyword? What are the words that you are trying to search? Actually, that suggestion tells you that is something that a lot of people is searching for. That is the keyword that they use to search for. Okay, so just imagine if like you want to post a property that is in this area where the condo name, let's say, it's just called Metropolitan Square. Yes, you can key in that. As you key in, you will notice that there are some search result that will be show up. They will tell you, okay, this is the keywords that people is searching. So you can straight away select that, right? So same thing. When you want to research using the search engine, the Google, you just look at the property that you are trying to list, and you know, okay, this is the property. What should I do? Just type in that keyword or type in the property name, then you see what is the suggestion. You can pick some of the names there or description there, and you use that as the keywords for your property. Okay, and no keyword stuffing on the title and description. So what do we mean by keyword stuffing? This is when we talk about keyword stuffing, is we always see there are users that try to put in everything into the property detail. So let's say you want to put in the property, like I mentioned just now, the example I give is the Metropolitan Square condo, right? So some people will stuff everything into the title because they thought if I put everything there, the search engine can see, or if someone search from the website, they can see. They put like condo for sale in Metropolitan Square, Damansara Perdana, they put the postcode also, they put the size. So they stuff everything into the title. So this way actually will consider is that you are not putting, you're not creating a proper listing, because you just want to stuff everything there, hoping that search engine can see it, or maybe someone using the search engine in that property website, they can see that. So this is not good. So this is not something that is considered a good quality. Okay, so for a good quality, you should just put in the title of the condo or the property that you are listing, and even in the description, just try to explain about the area or explain about the property without trying to stuff in everything into that description, where end up when someone wants to look at the property, right, they just see it's like stuffed with keywords. It's not for human. It's like you are stuffing keywords in a property listing just to let the search engine to see you. Okay, actually that won't work.
Yeah, I would also like to add something on this keyword stuffing, especially when agents they are posting their property listings on websites, right? So I as a person who has to go through like all the listings and pending the approvals, so I noticed that something that really affects the property listing is when they stuff all the related areas into the title. So
Oh,
no, yeah. So let's say they are trying to sell a condo in Metropolitan Square, Damansara Perdana. So for the title to look neat and straight to the point, it should be condo Damansara Perdana Metropolitan Square condo. So this will be the main keywords. But I noticed a lot of them will also put unrelated keywords like surrounding areas to attract attention, just like Bandar Utama because it's nearby, or Kota Damansara or TTDI. So these are actually they are not relevant to the search. Yes, they are nearby areas, but they should not be in the title, and it's also quite misleading. And if you really need to put this kind of uh, keywords, this should go into the description where you can mention that locate other areas that are nearby to this condo would be Kota Damansara, TTDI, Bandar Utama. So this, at least this would, I mean, it would serve the purpose of not stuffing the title so that it's very, very long. Sometimes the title too long, you can't see the whole title, especially when it shows up in the property website. Yeah,
yes.
and of course, it's also not misleading. So yeah, so I think a good way to have a quality posting is to like the slide shows, you need to plan it properly first. So once you have a clear and straight to the point title, then of course you need your video or your photo, and uh, the rest of the information would be in the description part where you can write as much of the description as you can. And it's actually not that hard because let's say you plan it already, so you can type it into like a notepad or a document, and then you can just let's say you have accounts on multiple property portals, you can just copy and paste the title and the description and the specifications into all the websites, so that it actually makes your work easier. You don't actually have to create multiple accounts and then just keep you can just copy paste the quality content into
Yeah.
each. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the keyword stuffing I think will affect a lot of property listings.
Yeah, that's right. Because at the end of the day, if because like mentioned earlier, search engine nowadays is getting smarter. They always implement new algorithm to eliminate this kind of things. So if let's say a lot of them is like consider thinking that this will actually help them in the listing, right? Actually they're wrong. It actually will impact them more. Chances of even their profile being considered as a spammy is also there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that point, Laura.
Okay.
Okay. So the next point is about building your trust, your brand and your trust. Okay. So just basically what we have been sharing is talking about, how you should consider creating a quality content is also you should build your brand and your trust, because as you are creating your profile in any property website, or in even when we talk about creating your property listing, you have to consider building your brand. Okay, when you have a brand, when you have a quality in the property posting or the listings that you have, slowly people will have trust in you. Because if you try to go to the YouTube, you try to search for any property, you look at some of the agents that they have created a channel where they have already hundreds of videos. If for a person that goes to a YouTube channel and then see this agent have so many videos talking about different property, and you can see that this person has the knowledge, so it will give the confidence for the prospect or the potential client to say that, hey, actually this agent is quite good. I can look for him. You know that the person that is having a lot of posting in the YouTube channel nowadays is considered someone that's reliable, because when they share about property, even some of the developer will ask them to go and highlight their property, talk about their property, even they are not selling their property. You know, so you can create those kind of, imagine if you can create until to that level where developer is asking you to go and talk about their property. So what do you think? Do you think a normal person looking for a property will look for you? Right? So create content, plan all your content, write, whether it's written or video content, everything you should go for that. And most important, if you're talking about written content, right, even for video, you should make it short and simple. You don't have to plan for a video where you have to go for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Even if a short video for 5 or 10 minutes talking about this property, it actually helps. You just slowly do that. And maybe if you're not familiar with that, right, you just start with a very short video. And as you are more familiar, then slowly you can, spend even more time to create a longer video. So at least start something first.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a video shouldn't be too long because people have a shorter attention span. So
Yeah.
so if you're like just doing because if you don't want to take a video, you don't want to talk, so at least you can make your photos into a slideshow and add music. That will be
Yeah.
a start. Then once you get more familiar with creating videos, then maybe you can add narration, or even like put yourself in front and do like a walkthrough. But the thing is to keep it short, like around 10-15 minutes. So it should be short and effective.
Yeah. In fact, nowadays mobile apps is so convenient. You
Yeah.
just install any of the apps. You can just start creating already. Maybe those they are paid apps, they are free ones. Even free ones, we can do very, very nice videos already.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one I just want to share about the online channel that I mentioned just now, because previously just now in the few slides I talked about creating an online channel, right? So some of the channels that you should consider, or these are the channels that you have to consider. So property posting, go for all the free and the paid side. So if you don't have budget for the paid for now, just go for the free ones, search for the free ones, go to posting there, right? Create your personal blog. So when we talk about creating personal blog, this one is because nowadays there's until today there are still people creating WordPress blog or Blogger. These are all free sites. You can go in and then do some basic creation of a property. But like I said, same like how you're creating a property listing, don't just try to stuff everything there. It's okay to have 5 property, but if the 5 property listing that you have in your own blog is quality, you have nice video, you have nice photo, you explain about that property, do you know that actually it will help you in your profile, right? Then create a Facebook page. So you can create your own Facebook profile and then you can start sharing. But another way is you can create a Facebook page where you can have followers come to follow your page, and then if let's say you got any new property, they can see that. But when we talk about creating Facebook page, same thing as what we are doing for your personal blog, you need to have the idea for the content first. Okay, so when you have the idea, start creating, but start simple. Okay, then in your Facebook page, people will know, okay, this guy or this lady is sharing about this kind of property video, what they are doing. So you can get people to start following you, and slowly, when you have your YouTube channel, YouTube video, you can share it there. Then you just see how all these things links up together. Okay, then the YouTube channel. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you search for YouTube, right? We actually have a few webinars before this, sharing about how you can create a YouTube channel, what kind of video you should consider. So all these videos is already there. So do check out our YouTube channel and follow that, because we will continue to create more content to help you to learn more about all this. And finally, Instagram. So Instagram, yes, it's about photos, but it's really just about creating your the trust and also your branding. So you have an Instagram, create it, just put photos there, okay, and then link it to all these channels that you have.
Yeah. I also want to just want to add a note. So because all these like blogs, Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Instagram, this is part of your own personal branding as a property agent. One good tip to know is you should have the same name or same branding across all these channels. So for example, if if I'm a property agent from 123 Property Agency, so I would probably choose a username, something like Laura Property 123. So that would be the same across all the channels. If it's already taken, you might want to consider changing it until you get something that you can use across all channels. Like this, people will be able to find you more easily anywhere they are. Like they can search for you on YouTube, and then when they go to Facebook, they type in the same thing, they will be able to find you as well.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the branding part that you have to really consider, start planning for that.
Yeah, so like if you type Estate 123 into Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, you will find us.
Yeah. Oh, and then the very last channel that I didn't point it out here is TikTok. Okay. So like I said, it's really new in Malaysia, and maybe you might think that it's not you're not getting the target market there, but it's just a matter of creating the channel there and getting the attention. Because in other webinars that I share, why we can consider TikTok is because of the generations of people that is using. Because the generation that is now currently on the TikTok is Generation Z. So they are the one that is now starting to come out to at the beginning of the workforce. So they might be start to saving money, and they might be the one that start to buy into property. So that's something that you can consider. And in fact, I see property ads in TikTok recently. I can see more and more property ads there.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all the sharing that we have for today. So if you got any question, feel free to ask us. Let me see whether there's any question or not. Is there any question, Laura?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is our contact detail. You can find me in LinkedIn. You can just type my name, or you go to any of the social media channel and just type Estate123. You'll be able to find us there. Okay. So before I end the session, so remember to like this video if you are watching this from YouTube, and subscribe to our channel for more videos in the future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.